Hi, my name is Camey Joy, and I am the author of Beautifully Scarred. This year, I decided to walk through my book one chapter at a time by creating a monthly video vlog. My first chapter is titled The Promise because hope was the promise. I was born in the mountains of Guatemala with a severe bilateral cleft lip and cleft palate. That's where you're born without a lip, and in the roof of your mouth there was a hole. Because of this, I was unable to nurse. My biological parents, Rita and Jesus, were desperate to keep me alive. They did everything that they knew that they could. They would take breast milk, soak it into cloths, and try squeezing it into my little mouth, but with very little success. On the third day, my biological father, Jesus, made a promise to Rita that I would survive. He wrapped me up in a blanket and he began walking down the mountain to Guatemala City, hoping that anyone could help. When he finally arrived at the hospitals, the doctor took one look at me and said, "I'm sorry, sir, but you don't have enough money. And even if you did, we wouldn't even know how to perform the surgery." Jesus walked out of the hospital with his head down, and he sat on the steps and he began to cry over my life, knowing that I was going to die. But that's when two men appeared seemingly out of nowhere. They asked him, what's wrong? He couldn't even speak. With the tears streaming down his face, he pulled the blanket so they could see me. Whenever they saw the deformity, they looked at him and said, "There is hope." And that is the message that I want to share with you today. Maybe you weren't born with a cleft lip and palate, but maybe you are struggling right now to find hope. Just when it looks like all was lost, God brought hope at exactly the right time in my life. It wasn't in my timing. It didn't look the way anyone expected. These two men didn't just speak hope, but they showed it. They led Jesus and me to an orphanage, and along the way, they provided clothing and money. And when we arrived at Casa Guatemala, a woman named Angie, she opened up the door. Jesus turned around to thank the two men, but they were gone. Angie later told me I had the neat opportunity of meeting her later in life, but she said, "Camey, y'all arrived alone." And I believe with all my heart that this was a divine intervention. I believe that those two men were angels sent by God to save my life. But sometimes hope can come with sacrifice. My loving family had to trust the orphanage. Eventually, that trust led me to traveling to the United States for medical care. It was a tremendous sacrifice, but it was exactly the hope that was needed for my survival. I don't know what you're waiting for today. I don't know what you're trusting God for today. But I know this, that God's timing is perfect. And in Proverbs 13:12, it says, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life." When we lose hope, we eventually lose heart. And God isn't just bringing you hope today, He's wanting to restore your heart. What you think is dead may actually be the beginning. So let hope arise in this new year, and let's see what God will do. I hope that you will join me each month as I walk through a chapter of my memoir, Beautifully Scarred. I'm really looking forward to this journey, and I hope that you will join me.